Birth of a Nation. This, I think, is going to be a must-see. It's a story of Nat Turner and the things that he went through in his life. He caused that two-day rebellion where he had the uprising of slaves in America, and they turned on their slave masters and just slaughtered a lot of people in the attempt to try to turn all slaves against their slave masters. Good movie, Birth of a Nation. It stars Nate Parker, who is not only the star of the show, but is the director and the writer. Armie Hammer. I always want to say Armand Hammer, but yeah, he's in it. Penelope Ann Miller stars in the movie. Jackie Earle Haley, who is one of my favorite villains. He was the villain in RoboCop. In this movie, though, he was scarier, I think, personally, than Freddy Krueger, his role as Freddy Krueger, and he was more dangerous than Rorschach when he did The Watchmen. He was good in this movie. He was supposed to be a racist piece of crap, and he pulled it off. Mark Boone Jr. You'll recognize him from Sons of Anarchy. He was in the movie. He was good. He was a pastor. Coleman Domenico. He's in currently Fear the Walking Dead, and he's great in this movie. He's great in Fear the Walking Dead also. Anjune Ellis is in here. She's pretty good. It's just filled with a lot of people. Roger G. Smith is in it, and it's surprising because I didn't see him in the previews. I wasn't aware he was going to be in it. He's a pretty good actor also. Gabrielle Union, possibly the biggest name in the movie, and I don't remember seeing her in the previews, or maybe I saw her and just didn't recognize her with all the makeup and the throwback to the earlier days. But it's the story of Nat Turner from birth to death, from the rocking of the cradle to the rolling of the hearse. He was in there, and it's pretty good. They do a lot of great cinematography. There's a part where he has dreams of himself running, and his oppressors are following him through the woods, and they're dressed like demons, and they're following him. And then he goes to a guy who's arms stretched out in the woods, and he's projecting that this guy is his protector. And later, it's kind of cool because the guy turns around and he sees who it is. Don't want to give it away. See the movie. It's a pretty good reveal. Essentially what happens is he is raised as a pastor. He preaches to the white congregation at first, but after the pastor who trained him, his original master, passes on, he basically preaches to the other slaves. He gets good at it, and the town pastor tells his new master, "Look, man, you can make some money. Have this guy go preach to these other slaves. They're getting a little bit on the uppity side. Maybe if he puts a little Jesus in them, they won't rebel or trip or act up or whatever." So he does that. But in seeing how, other blacks are treated, he gets the idea that he doesn't want that for himself or for anybody else anymore. So he decides to to cause an uprising. There are a few other things that happened that trigger this. Not, it's not like slavery wasn't bad enough, but there's some other things heaped upon his shoulders. And he decides, yeah, that's enough. So he goes out and he gathers some other, similar-minded men, and they go on a 2-day killing spree. And they kill around 60 Caucasians, and in retaliation, hundreds of blacks are just slaughtered. So, without giving away the ending of the movie, I'm just going to say it was a good movie. Cinematography was on point. The script was great. I think it was directed. The whole movie, I can't find flaw with this movie. And one of the best parts is it's true. So dig that. But yeah, I'm going to give this movie an 8. 8 bags of popcorn. I'm going to give this movie 8 bags of popcorn. So, did you see the movie? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Let's talk about it. Birth of a Nation. And then subscribe. Right down here. Click my face and subscribe. And then like.